guys, it's Amy. Welcome back to Too Blessed. I have got another get to know me video where I'm going to be answering some questions. These questions are from various things that were sent around on Facebook where you had to fill out and let your friends know all these things about you. So this is just another one that I had. It kind of came up on my timeline and I thought it would be fun to update these with my current answers. Some of them were from a few years ago, and let you guys get to know me a little bit better. So I'm going to get started on this one. I think this one only has maybe 18 or 19 questions, but some of them I think are going to have kind of lengthy answers. So we'll be a little chatty this time. So question number 1 is, do you always answer your phone? And no, I don't always answer my phone. It depends on who is calling. If it's a number I don't recognize, I usually do not answer. And then sometimes if I'm feeling sick and I just don't feel like talking, sometimes I just don't answer my phone. Sorry. Let's see. It's 4 in the morning and you get a text message. Who is it from? Most likely it would be a wrong number because I very rarely get text messages in the middle of the night. If it was someone I know, it would probably be maybe because of an emergency or something like that. So we're just going to hope that that doesn't happen. Number 3, if you could change your eye color, what would it be? I would not change my eye color because my eyes are beautiful. And my husband tells me they're beautiful all the time, so why would I change that? But seriously, no, I wouldn't change it. Number 4, what flavor drink do you get at Sonic? My favorite thing from Sonic is the lemon berry slush. I love those. I haven't had one in forever. I don't even know if they still have it, but those are so good. Number 5, do you own a digital camera? Yes, I do. I actually own 2, in fact, but they're not fancy. They're not, expensive or anything like that. Number 6, have you ever had a pet fish? No, I have not personally had a pet fish. Excuse me. My family growing up had fish from time to time, but I never personally had any fish. Number 7, favorite Christmas song. Definitely White Christmas, but only if it's Bing Crosby singing it. Nobody else can even match that. Number 8, what's on your wish list for your birthday? I really don't have any idea. My birthday was just last month, so I have a whole year to think about it. If I were absolutely dreaming and wishing for anything in the world, I would say I want a new laptop and a really good vlogging camera. So, number 9, can you do push-ups? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe if I had to. Number 10, can you do a chin-up? I doubt it. I really don't want to try right now. Number 11, does the future make you more nervous or more excited? I would say both. It definitely makes me nervous just from the standpoint of not knowing where my health is going to be in the future. And of course, a lot of the conditions that I have are ones that will get worse. So, chances are, at some point anyway, my health is going to get worse. And that does make me nervous. But then, I don't know, I've always been kind of an optimistic person, so I'm always still excited to see what the future is going to hold. And even on that same note, I'm excited because there's a lot of medical advancements coming. I've seen reports of they're developing basically like a bionic kidney where you would have this device implanted and it would eliminate the need for dialysis. It would eliminate the need for kidney transplants. So there's really some amazing things that are coming, in possibly in the very near future. So for that makes me excited for those things too, just to see, some of the things I struggle with today, that there might be a solution for that in the near future. So, yeah, so both nervous and excited. Number 12. Do you have any saved texts? Well, I did until my last phone kicked the bucket, and now I have to use this crazy little flip phone. So right now I don't have any saved text, but usually I like to save some of the ones from my husband, little sweet things that he'll text me. So number 13, ever been in a car wreck? Yes, I've been in a couple, and they were relatively minor, but still scary, still very scary. Number 14, do you have an accent? Okay, here's a chatty one. I try not to speak with an accent. Not really, not because I think accents are bad or anything like that. I was an English major, and I feel very strongly about people pronouncing words correctly. So I really try to pronounce things and say things correctly. Now, going back to the places that I've lived. So I was born in Wisconsin, lived there until I was like 13, 14. I can do a mean Wisconsin accent when I try. But I have to like get geared up for it. And sometimes it does slip out, but usually I have to kind of like work myself up to it. Then we lived in Missouri. Missouri is one of those strange places that it's in the middle. They consider themselves the South, but the South considers them the North, Nobody really knows what they are. But anyway, a lot of people in Missouri spoke with a Southern accent. And then after Missouri, we moved to Iowa for a couple years, which again is further north. When I was in Iowa, I worked, and one of the ladies that I worked with would always call me the girl with the cute Southern accent. And I thought, I don't have a Southern accent. And then when I got married and moved to Tennessee, people would comment and say that I spoke like a Northerner. So the answer to that question is I have no clue. I feel like I don't have much of an accent, but I do find myself, because my husband has a bit of a Southern accent, and I do find myself sort of tending towards that a little bit. But in general, I try not to speak with an accent. To make a long story short. Number 15. What is the last song to make you cry? I just listened to this song yesterday. I'm not sure how I came across it. I think it came up on YouTube as just like a suggested video. And so I watched it, but it was called Jealous of the Angels. That made me cry. That song made me cry. It's beautiful, but it made me cry. Number 16. Plans for tonight. Gym. Lifting the weights. Number 17. Have you ever felt like you hit rock bottom? Oh, yes. Absolutely. And, you know, I feel like sometimes people are ashamed to say that. Like, oh no, I've never done that. But I don't think there's anything wrong with sharing your story, because you never know when you might help someone else who's going through something like that. I'm going to try not to cry and see if I can just tell you. But I'll probably cry. So, I had a hospital stay. It was sometime last year in 2017. I honestly don't remember exactly when it was now, but I was sick, same old story. I was vomiting. They couldn't stop it. They couldn't control it. Days and days of just vomiting. And the vomiting in turn, I don't have day-to-day pain, but when I get in those cycles of vomiting and just constant, then I'll start to have a pain in my stomach from all of the vomiting. And so they couldn't stop it. They couldn't give me pain medicine, because pain medicine actually slows down your digestion even further. So I was having pain, and they couldn't really give me anything for it, and they couldn't get the vomiting to stop. And I really reached a point where I just felt like I couldn't do it anymore. I really just said, I can't live like this. I can't do it. Now I am not a person who would attempt to kill themselves, so don't think that. I don't believe that that's what God would want for us. I would never do that. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I remember so clearly laying in that hospital bed, and I just started praying, and I prayed for God to let me die, because I just felt like I couldn't take it anymore. Ooh. And I don't even know how long it was that I was praying that. It felt like a long time. It could have been hours, it could have been minutes. I'm not sure. But I just kept saying that over and over. Please just let me die. Please just let me die. And probably some of my family didn't even know about this. So I'm sorry if you're shocked to be finding this out this way, but so I just kept begging. I just kept asking God. And then, I don't want to make this sound like weird to you or crazy, but I was completely alone in that hospital room. My husband was at work, and there were no nurses around or anything. I was all alone in that room, just crying and praying. And I literally felt I literally felt like God was right there in that room with me. And that he was telling me that he had a plan for me. That he had something he wanted me to do that I had not completed yet. And it was the most amazing sense of peace that came over me, like at that exact second. And it really I did not intend to drag this out so long. I mean, it really felt like he was right there in the room, and like right at that minute, like they had not given me any more medication. It had probably, they were giving me medication like every 2 hours, I think, and it wasn't doing anything. It probably had been almost 2 hours, or 3 hours even, whatever the time frame was that they were giving me the medicine. It had been quite a while. and as soon as I had that feeling of God being there and him sending me that message, the pain stopped and the vomiting stopped right at that exact moment. And I felt like it was really a sign that he sent to me that let me know that he was there. I really did not intend for this to go that way. Woo. I was just going to tell a quick story, and it turned into this mess. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, I definitely reached rock bottom at that point. And there was nothing I could do to bring myself up from that. So I know it was God. I know it was him that did that. And that's part of the reason that see if I can get control of myself here again. That's a big part of the reason why I wanted to make videos talking about my chronic illnesses, because I still don't know exactly what the purpose is that God has for me. I still don't know exactly what it is that he wants me to do, that he wants me to finish. But I feel like that's part of it, that I could reach out to people who are suffering also and maybe help somebody. So, okay. I think I should have saved that question for last, but now I still have 2 questions left. So let's see if we can get through those. Number 18. Have you ever been given roses? Yes, several times. The first few times I got roses from my daddy. A couple of times. I think when I turned 16, when I graduated from high school, a couple times like that. And then, of course, from my husband, I've gotten roses a few times. And then number 19, current worry. My current worry, the big one right now, is trying to improve my health and lose weight. Those are the things that I need to focus on and really hopefully accomplish soon. So, I just got a warning that my battery is about to die, so I need to end this. We're at the end of the questions. We made it through. with just a few tears. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you would give it a thumbs up. That will help other people find my videos. And if you are new here, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. That will help my channel grow. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.